we'd love to ask you, what was your reaction when you read the montage scene for season 3, your goodbye?
I was excited to read it because it felt very earned. It felt like a wonderful moment to infuse into a comedy show. Like, no, we're actually going to stop down just for about 90 seconds and show this love language. It was also fun to shoot because we got to shoot all these like montage sequences we've never shot when we were out in the boat. We got stuck and all those fun things. But it was, I'll tell you something, it was sad to shoot. You were sitting there having to watch a love story unfold and break apart.
Yeah, it was. It was a real thump to the Adam's apple. You know, it's like you're just sort of like, oh no. But yeah, it's. I feel like it's it's a really, life can be that way. You know, you finally kind of get to a place where you are settled, and then the rug is completely ripped out from under you, and I feel like that is just like a perfect like sort of like metaphor for how things can be, and to sort of like really appreciate those moments when you have them. So yeah, it was tough, but I feel like it was just such an appropriate thing to do.
The stakes in the relationship were raised so high in the last episode, and now we know that this is going to be the final season. Tell me about sticking the landing and what it means to you to make the audience feel what you want them to feel as we get some closure.
Well, I want the audience to feel a certain thing, but I think it's more important to me that the audience feels something specific and individual to them, no matter what that is. And, that is, as far as like sticking the landing, I think that's something that I feel like it's really with this one, and I feel like there's something in the way that we make the show where the journey does sort of feel like the destination a little bit, and I feel like that's kind of where I feel like that's a way of, I hope that's something that people come away with in some capacity, but I mean, that's not necessarily the central tenet of the thing that we're trying to get out there.
During season 3, I was actually really rooting, no offense, Kristen, for Simone. And how was it kind of creating that relationship where you actually wanted, like Eleanor saw why it worked and then the end game of them being together? Was there any point where you actually thought that this couple was actually not the end game and that it really was a growth apart?
No, I thought, let me organize my thoughts.
Sorry.
So, no, because I think it's important. So what I love about Chidi and Eleanor is that they are not perfect matches. They are not the puzzle piece that was waiting for one another. They are two polar opposites who challenge each other and force one another to grow. And they balance each other. And for me, what I took was maybe that's a great thing for the human soul. Maybe growing together is what makes everyone their healthiest. And maybe what love is a commitment to grow with one another.
A choice.
Yes, it's a choice. And Simone is so much more like Chidi. She's also just so spectacular and wonderful. It was hard not to want Chidi to go with Simone, to have that. Yeah. But the very important thing is they never let you forget about the history of growth with Eleanor.
Yes.
And I think there's something to be valued in your history of growth with someone.
Yeah.
That life is not going, you're great, we've been through a lot, let me see who's over your shoulder. This definition of love that we're all searching for is looking at the person in front of you, recognizing their flaws, recognizing your own, and saying, let's get through it together, not searching for a different perfect person. So for me, it was like that concept all rolled into one. So I liked that they challenged us in wanting to have Chidi go for Simone, but I also like that he came back and said, no, I'm gonna grow with you, Eleanor.
You and anything
Oh,
for you?
that's great.